Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. Jamey-Lyn Horth versus Hailey Cowan. This is the first fight of the evening. Hailey Cowan is 7-2 overall as a pro, 31 years old, and she's got 1 inch of height, 2 inches of reach on Jamey-Lyn Horth, who is 5-0 as a pro and 33 years old. Jamey-Lyn Horth is a Canadian fighter. She's the LFA flyweight champion. She just won the fight in her only fight there, never defended it, but here she is. She's definitely a capable fighter. She's got, again, 5 wins, 3 via TKO, 2 via submission, no decisions. Although she's got 2 decisions as an amateur in 9-minute fights, I'm assuming. They're both against Lupita Godinez, which is fucking impressive, no matter how the fights went. It just shows she's a capable fighter. And here she is. She's, again, the smaller girl here slightly, and that's a little disconcerting because Jamey-Lyn Horth typically wins by being the more physical fighter. She always wins, really, with physicality. So she gets on top a lot. But she's shown to be a capable, versatile fighter. 2 submission victories come against the 2 best fighters she's fought. Mayra Contuera, who she beat for the LFA championship. That was deep into the fight with a rear naked choke. Same goes for the fight against La Framboise, this capable Montreal girl who was like 3-2 at the time she fought her. But when you watch the fight, she gave her hell, knocked her down, smothered, pressured her, and really made her work. But she dug deep and she got her out of there, got her down, started to take the life from her, take the fight from her, and then she won via submission in round 3. And since then, I think this La Framboise girl's gone on to win like 9 fights or so in the UAE organization. So she's definitely no slouch, and that's, I'd say, her second best victory. She has no losses. Well, the 2 best victories are against Lupita Godinez, but they're amateur wins. They don't exactly count. I wish I could have seen them, but I wasn't able to. One's by majority decision or split decision, and the other one's by unanimous decision. Again, I'm assuming they're 9-minute fights, but what the fuck do I know? And Hailey Cowan, she's 7-2. She's a really athletic fighter, really physical as well. This girl's a former gymnast. She's got the 7-2 record, 2 TKOs, 3 submissions, 3 decisions. The 2 losses both come via submission. The first loss was to Victoria Leonardo, who, I think is still a UFC fighter. I don't exactly know. But Victoria Leonardo is definitely a capable fighter. She made it to the UFC, and I think Hailey Cowan was too inexperienced, took too many liberties with Victoria Leonardo. She didn't think she was that good. Victoria was working to take her back, and Hailey Cowan was sitting comfortably with a whizzer while she was totally flat. And Hailey Cowan had her back taken, and she was eventually choked out. And her second loss came just 2.5 years ago or so to a 1-2 Kelly Clayton. It was a big upset, according to the commentators anyway. And Hailey Cowan was knocked down at the beginning of the second round, I believe. Knocked down with a big right hand, or 1-2. And she did like a little somersault and came up right into a guillotine choke. A really tight guillotine choke that I don't think she expected from the 1-2 fighter. And that was it. She had to tap. So she's still a very vulnerable fighter, and she's very raw. She's not refined at all. Not that really Horth is, but both these girls are raw. Hailey Cowan is, she kind of knows who she is as a striker, and she is a physical beast. She can, and probably wants to bully people in the clinch. But I think she's still a little vulnerable on the ground, certainly. And I do think Jamey-Lyn Horth, if she finds herself winning the physicality battle, she has a good chance of getting a finish. I think if Cowan wins the physicality battle, it's going to a decision. So that's really how I see the fight. I've played Hailey Cowan by decision, plus 210. Jamey-Lyn Horth by second and third round submission, plus 1,300, plus 1,500. I think they got those wrong. But I'm going to go with, for a prediction, I'm going to go with Hailey Cowan winning a decision. I think she's pretty goddamn physical. And I do think Horth has been bullied, especially early on. This could be one of those fights where Hailey Cowan bullies her early on and scores enough points. And by the time Horth starts to find her groove or take over the fight, it's too little too late. Because this is the only fight in which she's really, I think, distinctly outmatched here physically. Although I could be wrong on that. Maybe she won't be outmatched physically. What the fuck do I know? Like, share, subscribe, all that horseshit. Check out my other videos.